Welcome back to JRC Adventures. We're starting today's episode in the cruiser because we are heading north and we're going to get the 75, a brand new exhaust. Alrighty guys, well we are here. We're actually at the Northside Custom Exhaust and the 75 is getting a brand new exhaust system. So I actually got Stella here from Redback. Stella, what are we putting in the cruiser?
A couple of exciting things. We're getting some Australian-made exhausts and headers on your 75 series. Really excited to see the rusty old exhaust come in with a nice new 2.5 inch. It's going to sound better, it's going to perform better, and it's going to look amazing. So
the car looks fantastic, but as soon as you look at that exhaust, there's rust everywhere. So very keen to get this thing on. They're going to reverse it into the shop now. Let's get started. I know that Dad loves the beeping when you're putting in reverse, but when it's been going for ages, man, it gets a little bit annoying. So good being at an actual shop. One, I don't have to do any of the work, but two, they've got a hoist, which is way better than what we're used to. Yeah, it's not stop.
It's not stop.
It sounded a bit floppy somewhere, like it was leaking somewhere there, didn't it?
So the boys have just put it on the hoist and it turns out they're actually using aftermarket exhaust and headers on it already. But obviously, as you can see, it's all rusted. So we're going to switch it all out anyway. So we're going to a 2.5 inch system. So today we'll just get the exhaust in and then tomorrow we'll come back and we'll get the headers just because we don't have enough time today in case we snap a bolt. Working on old cars, we know from previous videos that who knows what could happen.
The boys started by undoing the old exhaust bolts after hitting them with a bit of WD-40. This just helps lubricate the bolts to make them come out a little easier. It was a tight fit, but they managed to get the old exhaust out without hitting anything.
So this is the exhaust that we're chucking on the 75 today. It's pretty easy to install yourself, but there's no harm in going to the experts to get it done. If you go to the Redback website, you can see all of our registered stockists and you can find someone that's close to you.
Now that we've had a look at the new exhaust, we had to finish getting the old one out. A few tricky manoeuvres, and it was done. All out, happy days, eh?
Yeah, pretty happy with that. Considering the amount of enough accessories to work with. Good. Yeah.
So the boys have got the old one out, so it's looking pretty bad. And then we'll just bring across the new one. And we went with black as well, purely because aesthetically it'll actually look unreal. On the car, the exhaust is quite visible, so you can see a lot of it. But let me show you this comparison.
Got our Redback exhaust and muffler here. It looks amazing. It's going to make a huge difference to the overall look and I can't wait to see what it looks like on.
It's actually going in pretty smoothly, a lot smoother than if I was doing it. Oh, that looks so much better. So they're actually putting in all new mounts as well, so mounts with the rubber. A couple of them were actually missing on the 75, which is no surprise because of how old it is, but it's going to be good now knowing that we've got all new mounts and ready to tackle some corrugation. Matt just put the shocky back in. We took it off purely because, well I say we took it off, Matt took it off just to make it a bit easy and give a bit more room for that exhaust to go in and out. So now that that's all in, the exhaust, they're tightening up the bolts, shocky back in, pretty much done for the day.
Just take it up while it's running. Make sure your clearances are good, so it's not going to travel anywhere. Just check all the gaskets and all the welds and stuff to make sure there's no leaks. Yeah, that's alright. No leaks, no problems, so
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect bolt-on system.
Alrighty, well we are done for the day. So as I said, we're going to be back again tomorrow, I think 10 AM. I left my window down when it was raining, so now my My seat is absolutely saturated. Like literally, look at this water. And look at that, it is so wet. But we're back here tomorrow where we're going to be doing the headers. We're back here tomorrow where we're going to be doing the headers. We couldn't do it today just because there wasn't enough time. It's a pretty easy job, bolt on, bolt off, but we want to allow a bit more for the headers just in case, you know, very easily snap a bolt. So we'll see you tomorrow.
The next day.
Welcome back to day 2. So we're back in the workshop. We're back at Northside Custom Exhaust, and we've got the car on a different hoist today, but we are tackling the headers. So pretty keen to get this one done. Right now they're just clearing out some engine bay, taking out the air box, and then we can start taking it off from the engine, from the manifold. So let's get to it. What's the purpose of changing a set of headers?
The factory manifold that yours doesn't have, so that's a bit hard for your comparison. They're normally really agricultural in design, so it'll have all 6 ports off the cylinder head just go straight into like a really short log and then one outlet.
Yep.
And by bringing it out in individual sort of pipe lengths at a certain sort of length, it sort of helps with the exhaust gas flow and improves torque and power and that sort of stuff. It's all about like a tune length design and going like from the 6 into 2 into 1. You've obviously got 3 into 1 here, 3 into 1 there, and then 2 into 1 at the bottom. So that's what they call a tri-flow header.
Okay.
Obviously it goes 3 different things. So that's really good for like torque and which is for all guys.
Yeah.
The 1H head cars, so like, you know, even 80 series and 105 series, there's big gains to be had by doing a full system on this.
Yeah,
Not so much performance-wise because they are pretty asthmatic at the best times.
Yeah.
People notice the difference in fuel usage.
Yeah, great. Righto, so we've got our headers here. So at the moment, they're still just making room in the engine bay for them. But that was a really good explanation about why to actually change your headers. So we've got these 2 here, and then we've got our pipe here that this will connect right through to what we did yesterday. The rest of the exhaust going to the back of the car. They were just telling me as well that it's the little things. So the way that they actually make the bends as well, they're not made in a machine that will squish them, but the bends actually have the same diameter as the rest of the pipe. So all the little things add up to a increased torque, increased performance, fuel efficiency. It's the little things that count. They've got the headers out now. Now one of the studs was actually broken, so they just took that stud out. We're going to put a new one in, and now we can start to put in the 2 new headers, so the 6 pipes, and then connect it through. It's actually going quicker. I shouldn't even say this because then something always goes wrong, but it's actually going quicker than we've thought. So fingers crossed.
Here's a comparison of the old headers next to the new Redback ones. What a massive difference. These are really going to finish off the 75 series. The team at Northside Customs added the rear ones first, then the front one. They tightened all the bolts up, making sure the bolts were all on before doing the final tightening.
So the manifolds are now in, which is fantastic. So we're going to raise it up. Now we've got our secondaries. So we're going to put these in. One attaches to the 2 manifolds, and then the other one to the rest of the exhaust to the back of the car. So we'll raise up the car, put this in, bring the car back down, then we'll put the intake manifold back in the engine, and pretty much there. We can close the bonnet, turn it on, and see how it sounds. So I'll tell you what, already the difference from just purely aesthetic is unreal. It's only been just less than 2 hours, and we allowed kind of 4 hours for the job. So they have smashed it out of the park. Let's get it off the hoist.
So you've got obviously the exhaust coming from on the left-hand side, quite visible there. Comes around the front here, curls up around the chassis. And this is where the performance exhaust meets the headers. So it's gone from the black to the extreme duty grey, and then it comes up into the engine through there. and it already sounds great.
Hopefully there you heard that it's it sounds unreal. There's definitely a bit of a difference in it. Now, it won't be as much of a difference if you're going from stock to this 2.5-inch system. And you got to remember, this is a non-turbo HZJ. So I am super happy with the look of this. Inside is fantastic. The guys here, I just want to really thank the Northside Custom Exhaust, fantastic. And obviously this kit, redback.com.au is where you can check it out. The Cruiser is ready for its first trip away this coming weekend for Campfire Comrades. Appreciate you watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.